All right, hello everybody. Thank you so much for joining us on another episode of A Quest for the Lost. Now, we've already had a couple issues which caused this episode to be delayed. I tried to record it on my Warlock at first, but it wouldn't record certain audios, and so it was just messing up on me. So I had to catch back up on the season on my Hunter, and we're recording this episode with him. As soon as the next week comes back out, we'll be back to the Warlock. Everything else will back to be normal. There was a little bit of a delay in trying to get what she just said to you, but there's a recap right here in the text, so we'll get there. But she said something that kind of sits with me, is she effectively is just telling us that we're getting closer to the finish line. In fact, next week's reset, which I will be posting later this week, is the final week for the season. This is it. We are coming up on the penultimate of the season. And she asked us, she said she's sensing a sense of devotion in Crow and a desperate need for approval that she saw in Uldren. But then she tells us, do not forget what has been asked of you. And the only thing that constantly makes me think of is in the quest for Ager's scepter, when she says, be careful, for Crow is keen to devotion. And she charges us with ensuring that he achieves greatness. And I have a feeling that that's more to what she's alluding to than anything else. Marisov tells you that you are close to completing your mission. Soon, she will have enough Techians to perform the exorcism ritual on Savathun's worm and oust it from the witch. Marisov tells you that you are close to completing your mission. Soon, she will have enough Techians to perform an exorcism ritual on Savathun's worm and oust it from the Witch Queen's body. Mara warns you to take the information you've gained from Savathun with a healthy amount of skepticism, as her true motives are not yet entirely clear. Moreover, Mara acknowledges that Crow looks up to you, just as he did with Osiris, but reminds you that you still have a job to be done. You are to continue charting and clearing ley lines to bring the last required Techian home to the Dreaming City. And so we head back into the Astral Alignment in order to progress the season. We'll be heading that way shortly. So it's interesting to say the least. You have
points unerringly to your goals and clears obstacles from your path by the strength of your will. It will discover our lost Techians when you will it.
So you have Crow, and you have the constant message of his insatiable need to find out the truth, to find out what's going on, and all the things of that nature. And everyone wants to hide that from him. And I understand why. It's taboo for a Guardian to figure out who they were before, because that kind of goes against the point. The Traveler resurrected them to be a weapon for his gain, and that should be all that matters. We're called to be Guardians, so why should it matter who we were before? Now, you have some healthier versions of things like this. Like Anna Bray, she had a name badge on when she had a name badge on. And so she was able to figure out who she was, and it led to a very healthy relationship with her and her sister. However, that's not always the case, especially seeing as the implication story-wise of what Uldren Sov had done. Killing the Hunter Vanguard. So we constantly have this message of them trying to prevent it. But what needs to happen is, even Savathun has called it inevitable. So we need to control what he knows. But what I mean by that is we need to ensure that he knows the truth. We can't just keep preventing him and hope that Savathun doesn't tell him whatever she wants him to know. Because there's no telling what he knows. What she would tell him. She would tell him that he actually served Savathun. And kind of turned that need for devotion back to focus on her. And there's so many unhealthy ways that she can twist that. Uldren and Crow, now as they're starting to show it, is very much an easy tool to be manipulated and exploited. And Savathun, especially now that he's a light bearer, for someone like Savathun, that's just golden. And she could use that and the power that he wields and the power that he possesses to do a ton of really bad things. And it's... we need to sit him down and we need to talk with him. Because if we don't, then that could be disastrous. I'm trying to farm for enhancement core, so when you see me grab this like this, that's why. I got a new loadout of armor on my warlock, and I want to masterwork everything. And to do that, I need a lot of enhancement cores. There we go. Here we go. Oh, good God, that's a lot of people. I really hope I don't die. At least let me get somewhere I can lay this rock down first. Come on. Oh, come on. I was right there. Okay. Thank you. Okay, now all we gotta do... tell you what, that's a lot of people. Why don't you just have that? Hold that for me. And they're gone. Although I will admit, this season, and a lot of this season has to do with the fact that fusion rifles are now meta, but it makes me really bummed that I never used these to begin with. I just had no interest in them. Granted, I honestly think that's why Bungie does, I think they play in their metas. Just to kind of help, you know, curve things, because there's always going to be a meta. There's no way they can actually have a perfectly level game. But I think they plan to say, okay, if we bring out some stuff to make this a little bit more meta, we can focus on other things. And it lets the players focus on weapons that maybe they just don't use that often. Like, for example, I never used fusion rifles until all of this began. I think I used Jotun, which is the toaster. I think I used that a lot whenever I played Gambit, but that's about it. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can get this started. There's one up there, there's one down there. Looks like we already got some people attacking both. Shoop. And yoink. Pop. Before you ask, yes, the noise effects are necessary. Alright. Okay. Yeet. I mean, good God. They just three-shot an Overload champion with a weapon that's not even meant for him. This is insane. All right. I can't pick that up right now. I got like 5 more seconds, so I can just hold. There we go. Shoot. Doing pretty good so far. Oh, hi. You were not there before. Just gonna wait here for just a moment. Just gonna wait here for just Just a moment. And we're back. Just take an essence there, and then there's an Eye of Zivu here. Thank you. Okay. And then that should... Jeez, how many more do we have to do? Okay. Okay. Then the only ones left should be the ones down here. This is the second activity we've done, so we have to fill the bar from here. So we shouldn't be too much longer. One more should do it. Well, that's not fair to get booped by two of you at the same time. Well, here we are. Okay. I want to at least kill one of those champions. And watch by the time I get over there, they're both dead. They're both dead. Okay, sweet. Come on. I don't know why, but my mouse thing isn't working now either. Jeez, Pete, I can't get anything to work at this point. Alright, well, I don't have my mouse shortcuts, but that's fine. And now we're back to the final boss, and I'm starting to notice a pattern as I was doing this. Initially, I'm pretty sure he'll always spawn up here. I want to kind of give him a second, because as soon as I take this... Okay. Like, he typically always ends up spawning here in the front. I think that's him right there. That's him right there. Okay. Okay. This is very heroic music. Okay, that's him right there. Get a couple good shots off before he runs away. Punch. There he is. Okay. Okay. Jeez, Pete, he runs away quickly. I think it's a damage thing. I think it's just the more we've done this, the more we've learned to optimize the damage output. And so the shorter he's going to be here. Speaking of, hello! I've come to collect your car's extended warranty. Come on. There we go. No, come on. Come on. Okay, so now he's vamooshed again, and then we get to do this all over again. There we go. Okay, so I'm out of heavy, so now this one's all I got. But that's fine. Okay, so he's gonna regain health when the ether grows. That's him right there. He actually regains quite a bit of health whenever he gets those, so I don't want him to get those. There we go. There we go. Where's he at? He's right here. We still got a good bit of ways to go before he's out of the picture, but we're getting there. Hold that for me. Dadgummit. Okay. That's him. And now all I have is... Okay, now there's some heavy ammo. Good God. Like, he's moving so quickly. Oh, is he dead? Yeah, oh, he's dead. Okay, good.
Are you there, Petra? I have a request.
Anything, my queen.
I would request your patience.
But my queen, I would find it gauche to offer the selfsame gift time and again.
Yes, but I do humbly request it nonetheless.
My queen asks, and I have no choice but to provide.
Okay. So now we have to just run a strike mission, and we will be back to head into the Lost Sector. This is my hunter, by the way. Alright. So, let's go ahead and see what all we can get ourselves into. Alright, here we go. Alright, now we are...
Your trespass beyond the veil brings you closer to victory. Both mine and yours.
See, that still makes me uncomfortable when she says it like that, because it proves that we're not working together. We are conveniently aligned for the sake of a common goal. And I don't like the distinction that makes. Because once that common goal is achieved, if Mara has ulterior motives that she has decided not to share with us, then what does that mean is going to happen? So it's... There's a lot of uncertainties.
Beacon ahead. Be cautious.
I wanna get it. I wanna get it. I wanna get it. Yes! Okay, I got it. There we go.
The beacon is aligned. Get ready for an attack.
Thank you. Y'all can just stay in there for a second. While I punch the crap out of your friends. There we go. Okay, good. Okay. But, I was saying something last damn it. I got too distracted by the shootings and the punchings and the jaws. That's officially what that, like, Nightcrawler-esque teleport is called now. It's a jaws. I don't know if that means anything, but it means teleporting, like, 6 feet. Shoop. I don't know if I have any matter weave on. I need to turn that on very quickly because I just heard the teleporter go. I love whenever I go to turn it on so I can get an enhancement core, and then it just straight up gives me one right after I put it on. The only bad part is now I have to wait about 15 seconds in order to put another one on, which I think is about past by now. I just need to get to a clear area of cover. There we go. I had 65 whenever this first started. Where are the ogres? There should be ogres that come out any second now. There you are. Okay. Excuse me. Thank you. I need to heal before this guy wrecks my crap. Come on. And now. See, I hate, with a burning passion, unstoppable ogres. I just hate all ogres in general. I just hate them as an enemy type because that eyeball beam is just stupid, and the fact that he can just run up to me, survive all the attacks that I can throw at him up until this point, and then just like punch me in the face and I immediately die is just frustrating. I think the two most troublesome champions are unstoppable ogres and barrier servitors. I just do not like them. But anyway, we've at least traversed through here, so now all we have to do is pop the second one and then head back into the Dreadnought.
I've never seen the Taken, Scorn, and Hive coordinate like this before. It's troubling.
It seems almost like they are... This comic book reference is on purpose, but it almost seems as though they're forming a league of their own. And, they're forming an alliance. There's an alliance of light and darkness, which is weird to think about when we wield both powers.
The beacon is aligned. Get ready for an attack.
Okay, let's see here. What? Gee. Oh man, there's another wizard. I forgot about that one I did. Let's rectify that. There we go. Do I have another matter weave on? Every time I say the name of that, I feel like I'm trying to make a matter baby joke. Thank you. Okay, come on. Thank you. Just want to saw another wizard. Okay. Okay. We should almost... Oh, okay, we just finished the first wave. But we should almost be done by now, right? I typically clear this a lot quicker because I have 2 people with me. I understand I'm literally right in the middle of a firefight, but I think I've... okay, never mind. No, I don't. I was like, I think I have time. I think I can do this quick enough and not die, but... guess not. Beep. See, we're just gonna do it again. There we go. I think I started with like 15 whenever this episode started, and now I'm at if at first you don't succeed, just punch everything. Okay, come on. Okay, I think that is everything. We're good. Okay, we're good. Now just for the boss fight. And I don't like this boss fight. Well, I do, but I don't. It reminds me a lot of Season of the Hunt, which I really wasn't a big fan of. I didn't really play Season of the Hunt, and I regret that only for one reason. The ornament that they gave the warlocks looks dope. And I would totally have used that. I love going with like the kind of Death Priest vibe with my warlock, and that armor set would have been perfect for it. But there were moments in the Wrathborn hunts where, and it's the same way this boss mechanic works. It's you have to kill a wizard, although in this case it was a servitor, if I'm not mistaken. It was something fallen related. I always forget the name of the like little fallen drones. But you had to kill one of them, and then they would drop this little ring, and you had to stand in that ring in order to damage the boss. And I don't like it because I don't like it whenever they force you to stay stationary, and then there's like a butt ton of ads around you. It's just not a very fun combination of things. And that's kind of what they do in this one. They kind of force you to do that, and I don't like it. Okay. Let's go ahead and get her started.
Last beacon aligned. Be ready for anything.
Oh, dude, he came a charging. Okay, that should at least keep me grounded enough to just fight him right there. There we go. Okay, that was quick. I mean, I died, but I killed him first, and I can come back.
It's done. The beacons are in alignment, and Sivu Arath's forces are in retreat. Let's bring our lost sister home. Another victory. It's refreshing.
Crow is on his way to speak with Savathun alone. He could use an ally by his side.
I don't know. The Awoken out here seem to be good at doing 2 things. Losing and hiding. The Guardian and I could have done this ourselves.
You're welcome to go off on your own whenever you like, Crow.
I'd hate to play into the stereotype. I think I'll stick around.
Well, we best get on our way if Crow's gonna confront Savathun. Maybe see if we can't stop this from happening. Tell him ourselves.
You were kind to me. I thought you were my friend.
Am I not?
You lied to me!
I helped you break Xivu Aras's hold on the shore, brought you to the last city, offered you guidance.
Stop.
If that's what you want.
I want the truth.
I was kind to you because I wanted to be. Because the truth hurts. You know this better than anyone. Shrinking away from the rumors of the man you used to be.
I'm not him.
How can you say that when you don't even know who he is? If the truth is what you really want, then lay your hand on me.
Crow, don't. Please.
See? Even your ghost thinks you're better off in the dark.
Crow, don't. Don't come any closer. What did you show him?
Everything.
No, wait! You hurt him.
Someone had to. Better for it to have come from a friend. Don't give me that look. I told you that you can't stop the inevitable. Deep down, Crow wanted to know. He was going to find out one way or another, guardian taboos or no. You should thank me. Just imagine if it had come from someone with bad intentions. Someone who could have colored the truth about how he died to turn him against you. Against the Traveler. But I would never do such a thing. I see too much of myself in him. We were both looking for our purpose. Now that the Crow has found his as a guardian, he can see it for what it truly is. A second chance. Something to reflect on. If people didn't want him to know, was it to protect Crow from himself? Or was it to protect themselves from Crow? I do so enjoy our talks.
God, I can't wait to kill her and Witch Queen. So here we are. Crow knows the truth. At least, I hope what he knows is the truth. And not... I hope she didn't color it. I think she did, and I want to be wrong.
Uldren Sov, awoken prince, brother to the queen, murderer. Now I know the man I was. And you. I'm sorry. You did what you had to do. I don't think I would have told me either. Savathun's visions were like a waking dream. I could feel the heat of the flames, taste the blood in my mouth. I saw everything he did through his eyes. You're afraid of who I used to be, that he'll come back somehow. I am too. So I've asked Ikora to put me on another assignment. One where I can be somewhere I know my choices are my own. Tell Mara Tell her whatever you want. I'll see you again when I'm ready.
Now I know the man I was, Crow says, anger rising in his voice. You can tell he wants to yell, to scream, to ask why you didn't tell him the truth. Ultimately, he decides he understands why you and the Vanguard handled his past life the way you did. I don't think I would have told me either, he admits. He says he saw everything he did as Aldrin as if he were reliving it. He looks shaken, but steadies himself and explains that he too is afraid of the man he used to be. I've asked Akor to put me on another assignment, he states. Crow looks to you and assures you that he just needs time to think things through. He tells you to offer whatever explanation you like to the Awoken Queen, but for now, he just needs to be alone, and asks you to respect his privacy. To be afraid of the man you used to be afraid of yourself is always such a curse. One of the things I wanted to show you before we ended this episode is this screen right here helps get you some radio recordings from the season, and I always found them when I wasn't recording, but now I have an opportunity to show you all of them. And the last one I think is a good note to end things on.
Ikora, I need to get out of here.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it. I want out now. Either you reassign me or I'm done.
Done?
With you, with the Vanguard, with everything.
Crow, you have my full support. If you want to be reassigned, I can do that. But maybe you need to take some time first.
If I stop moving right now, I'm afraid I'm going to fall apart at the seams. I need to keep moving, but I can't do that here. I need to be as far away from her as possible.
Would you mind working with someone you know?
Who?
I need an operative to act as an intermediary with Empress Kaido. It's an important responsibility. Maybe we could discuss it in person.
I'll be at the tower soon.
A lot of things are going in directions that we didn't want them to. And as we near the precipice of the end, we find ourselves at a choice of wondering what's going to happen next. There's no way to know. This week ended on a note that is a hard blow to hit. Savathun's plan is coming together, but so is ours. We have 1 week left, and later this week we'll be able to see exactly how the Season of the Lost ends. Thank you so much for watching. This journey nears its end, and I'm excited to see what happens next. Thank you so much for joining me, and as always, be sure and see me again. Go the way the crow flies.